Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weeping and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
Shout out to BVO Boxing. You understand? Check the boy out. Check the kid out. You understand?
B3 Picks, here to send a big shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the one and only, the People's Network. Shout out to BVO Sports TV and all of the channels of the Sports Talk Network. They partner with your guy B3 Picks and B3BoxingPicks.com, where we provide pre-fight boxing picks of the week, but also live boxing betting options so we can make money pre-fight or during the fight betting on the beautiful sport of boxing. Follow me on all social media at B3 Boxing Picks. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Not Another Boxing Channel, presented by B3 Picks for more content. The membership is as low as $25 a month. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram, B3 Boxing Picks, and let's go green.
Yo, we back again. You know we never slacking off. Judah Ben, yo. Ladies and gents, get prepared for another greater event. If you never linked, then make an attempt. On Fridays, there's really no other way to be spent. Tune in, hit the link, and leave likes and comments. Welcome to TD Sports Talk. Here we bring sports and entertainment weekly. They break it down deeply. Come peep me as I spit, leave most confused. Pay attention while I introduce the host and crew. Starting off, we got Tommy the host. He plugged in, his predictions transparent like a ghost. Yo, I think that he been doing this the most. He first joined in March 2013. His resume was first seen. Then we got the co-host, Mr. Socrates. His analogy surgical like a doctor squeeze. The live show was nasty like a dirty beer. Tommy and Sock, they've been friends for over 30 years. Peep me, we got the final host D-Free from out of DC. You need to wake up, you sleepy. If you're checking out the live and you feel the vibes, like the video, subscribe, get notified. Take a picture cause this moment should be polarized. Tommy's legacy and resume is notarized. Whether it's Friday or Saturday, he going live. Click the bell and I promise you'll get notified.
Champ of the world. Shout out to TD Sports. TD Sports. Let's go, chat.
Gotcha. TD Sports Talk in the house. Let's go. Cheers, guys.
Was good. Hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday evening, getting ready for another work week for most of you. Not me. I'm actually on vacation, but I hope everybody had a great weekend. And, hope everybody has a great week. We got a lot going on. This weekend we had a lot going on, actually. We was at the fights last night, and, I was hoping that, my Sports Talk Network buddy, BVO Sports would join me, but, his wife got him in check today. Understandably, they were here in New York City, and, they met up with your boy, and, we had a good time. We hung out, we ate Friday night, him and his wife and me and my wife, and then, we was at the fights yesterday. So we're going to talk about it briefly. Let me see who's in the building real quick. Let me adjust this. I don't know if anybody's coming on. Let me try to adjust this. I really don't like the way this layout is. Hold on one sec. I want to clear this up because I really don't like this. And I know a few people have been using the stream, and I'm just not feeling this. Not feeling the colors or anything. I don't know who's doing this. BVO, Marky Dan, one of you guys don't like the colors. I don't, but yeah, give me a second. There we go. I just want to do that. Have the screen up. All right, there we go. So what's good, everybody? Let's see who's in the chat. I see BVO got away from his wife. Says salute to the family. What's good, BVO? My man G5 Gay, what's popping with you, bro? What's going on? My man BC, what's good, BC? What is going on, bro? How's everything? And let's see what BVO said. He said, Thomas, my guy BC, I missed you. Oh man, You be dropping the ball, BVO. Tay Tay, what's good, Queen? Hope everything is good with you. Um, and see who else is in the building. In the building, as they come through, I'll try to shout you out. I don't want to be. I'm not going to be too long today. What's popping, my man? 88 Sports Talk was good with you, bro. Getting ready for this football season. You know, I know your Packers are supposed to be pretty good this year. Um, but yeah, man, I thought more people would come up, so I'll keep it short and sweet. I just basically wanted to talk about the fight last night. Talk about, it was a great atmosphere in Madison Square Garden. Bentley was good with you. Salute to you. It was a great atmosphere, man. It was a great night of the fights. We got to meet a lot of people. You know, we made some relationships, like networking. Got some fighters' numbers. You know, I believe BVO got Abdullah Mason's father's number. He got to connect with him. I was hoping he'd come on and talk a little about that. Salute to you, Thomas Hill. I see you in the building. Salute to you. Um, and Marky Dan was good. Marky Dan, he says salute, chop cheese. Yeah, so I'll let BVO cook on that and talk about himself, his experience from his own point of view. But BVO's a cool dude, man. They're in the picture, the cartoon pic, him and my boy Johnny Boy Boxing, who's you've seen on this channel and seen on his as well. My boy Johnny Boy from Fight Hype, always doing his thing. He was there last night, of course. And that's me with Emiliano. And Frontline on cue comes in, and we'll salute to you, Frontline. Floyd, Philly, Shell, Ryan Garcia, Taco Shell, Rohan, and Jan Mangus Shell. And right on cue, when I go and talk about another fighter that is not Puerto Rican and Latino, and because because my guy Emiliano is Mexican, of course, Frontline is gonna come in and say something. So perfect timing. I see Marky Dan is here. Let me add him to the panel, and BVO is here as well. So BVO, you made it. You got away. The wife let you play, man. What's good with you, BVO? Talk
Hey
to us.
man, why did you take me to a place that had rats?
Yo, you mad disrespectful. Listen, man. We had a good time. We went to a nice little restaurant, Spanish restaurant. Was the food good? Yes or no?
I seen rats all over
Nah,
the
you
place.
didn't see no rats. You didn't see no
Man,
rats.
BVO,
It was a rat
BVO,
sitting
you
on
from the
Tommy's. It was
home
a
of
rat sitting on
roaches.
Tommy's shoulder.
That's messed up.
Oh, jeez, that's
Oh my
crazy.
god, man. To be fair, there was no rats. There was a mouse towards the end of the night that was roaming around. It wasn't a rat though, man. It was a little
In the
mouse.
restaurant?
Yeah, on the floor. I was
Oh,
like, wow.
hell no.
It was about as
No.
big as my hand.
Yeah, you're so full.
No.
Yeah, you're so full of shit, bro. I swear to God.
I don't care if it's big as my hand or my pinky. No. If it's one of them, it's more of them. That's probably what was all up in your food. Ain't no way.
So
You
here's
took.
the thing: in the restaurant, they open up a part of the parking lot in the back, and they do events there. So the door may be open. It's a big parking lot. I mean, it is
No,
what it is.
and then
Man,
Tommy
I ain't
had
trying to
two
hear
drinks
that.
Listen,
with
listen,
I'm not
garbage
trying
in
listen.
to
it.
hear that.
The food was good. The place was good. There was some crazy ladies singing in there as well. You know what I'm saying? BVO, caught us off guard. He came a little bit late Friday, and we still made it happen. And you know what? Um, you had a good meal, bro. Tell me you didn't have a good meal and you didn't have a good time.
Hey man, after I got done throwing my guts up, I could
you so
say,
you so full of shit. I swear to God.
Nah, Tommy, it's the fact you try to act like that stuff is normal. That's not normal, bro.
You been to New York? You ever been to the Bronx?
I ain't been to the Bronx. No, I stayed up in Manhattan. Hell no. What the hell I'm going around there for?
Anyway, but BVO, come on, be honest. We didn't have a good time Friday night.
we had a good time.
We had a good time. The food was good. Yes or no?
Salute to Miss TD Sports. She made it worthwhile. Because hanging out with Tommy is like watching paint dry, man.
Jesus, man, we took care of y'all, man. That's all I got to say. And
Oh
listen,
yeah, it was great time. Seriously, all
let,
jokes
let,
aside, it was a great time.
last night at the fight, you guys were treated well too. You guys had a great time at the fights as well. And that's what we want to talk. We want to talk about the fights, talk about the network and the interactions we had with fighters, managers, coaches, even referees. You was talking to some of the referees. So, we did our thing, man. We did our thing out there. We made some people. Hopefully we get some people on the channel. I got to talk to Emiliano a little bit. I'm supposed to link up with his publicist, and we're gonna try to get him on the show. That's
Oh,
BVO's
that's what's
favorite
up.
fighter. You know that. That's that's his favorite fighter. You know what I'm
My
saying?
favorite
So,
fighter is Abdullah Mason, man.
well, okay. Where's the picture of Abdullah Mason? You got to put the pictures up, man. I don't have the pictures of you and Abdullah Mason.
I don't got it, but I don't got it with me. But hey,
Oh.
met him, met Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy got a nice watch, man. If you ever see Johnny Boy, man, get the watch.
Tay was Anders Ayers was last night was fighting and Shushu Carrington was on the card.
Yeah,
Rohan
he fought a goat
Polanco,
herder.
Emiliano Vargas. It was a good event, and it was a good show. A bunch of Latinos fighters. And Shushu was on the card, and everybody, it filled up. It was the theater, the Hulu Theater, and it filled up, and they showed love to pretty much all the top ranked fighters. Let's put it that way. And I thought Emiliano being Mexican American or American Mexican, I thought he got a nice little ovation from all the Puerto Rican and Dominicans that were there. But at the end of the day, most of the Puerto Ricans were there to see Xander, and then most of the people from New York were there to see Shushu. So, but at the same time, they showed love to everybody. So
They was
it was
not
it
there
was
to see no shoo, man.
they were
Stop.
there to see Shushu. Got a
No, they were
big
not.
ovation. Are
Nobody
you?
came to
Are you?
see. Ain't nobody came to see Shushu fight a goat herder. Get out of
Oh,
here.
come on, man. Why
When
you hating
when when
my guy Shushu, man?
when uh when I seen Tommy's picture with Xander and he had tears on his cheeks, man, I said, "Wow, this guy's a star, man."
It's unbelievable.
Don't that guy Tommy Witt look like a cab driver, BBO? You don't look like a cab driver from out there in the Bronx?
Who was Xander?
No, I'm talking about that other guy you just had up there.
Who Shushu?
Yeah, that guy
Man,
right
you
there.
disrespectful, man.
That's a cab driver
I
in the
swear to
making
God,
right
if you
there.
ever come here to New York and Shushu, and I got Shushu, I'm gonna tell him to give you a nice body shot. I'm telling you.
And I'm gonna
Yeah,
call the
whenever
police
you
on you and that black boy.
whenever you're around Sushi, you just smell lamb meat. He got that smell of lamb meat.
Yeah, you're mad disrespectful, man. You are
But
so
salute to my man
disrespectful.
Shu.
It's me and Emiliano at the press conference. You
Hey,
know,
that boy a star. He gonna be a star. I
I,
can't
I
even lie. He gonna be a star for real.
he's well spoken. He says all the right things. He's doing all the right things. Can't be mad at it. I thought he was, he
Especially
handled
if they
himself
keep
well.
putting him in there with
Fernando.
guys that he could take a dive with guys that keep taking dives. Did you see that guy he was fighting, Tommy? That guy took a dive.
Hey man, I wasn't
Hey,
in
don't
there.
say that, man. That's not true.
I wasn't in there taking punches. They go BVO right there with Subriel
That brother don't
Matias.
speak no English either.
Yo, you're as big as three Subriels, man. That's crazy. I should have told him to give you a body shot. That's me with Emiliano after during the fight.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
Tommy kept rubbing his back. I told him to stop doing it to the champ.
Wow.
There's a BVO with Johnny Boy Boxing.
You see me put my hand over my wallet. This kid try to steal my wallet.
Hey yo, there was people saw me on TV from where I was sitting. And look, BVO is right here. If you look above, right to the right of Shushu, there's BVO's big ass head right there. I
Indeed.
swear to God, that's BVO right to the right. If you look to the right of Shushu's face in this picture here, that's
Oh yeah, I
BVO.
see him.
That's his
Yeah,
big ass forehead. And you see me in the lower right. So somebody spotted me
yeah.
on
Now I see
TV
the
and took
Puerto
a
Rican
picture.
right there. Yeah.
So yeah, man, we was ringside, man. We had good seats, and man, it was a great card. It's me and my man Jan. I was fortunate to hang out with Jan Santana and
How
his
many different
team.
caps did you wear that day, Tommy?
Well,
Tommy from the
well,
Bronx.
I only wore one, but when my boy that came that's with the team, he brought all the hats. So I got a hat off of him, to support. You know what I'm saying? So and
Most
then when I
definitely.
did the interview and then I took this picture, I'm gonna post the interview later, that we took after the fight. I wore the hat. I wore the hat for the interview. So to
That's what's up.
support.
That's what's up.
So. But man, it was a good event, man. Jan Santana, I think he's going to be really, really good in the featherweight division. I think he needs a few more fights before he goes to that next level of like a Shushu and stuff. He called out Shushu, but that was more of him, showing respect. He wants the top dogs now. You know what I'm saying? It was no disrespect. I think he says he's ready, and I don't blame him. I mean, but Shushu's not going to look to fight him anytime soon. Shushu's looking for a world title shot. He called out That's the guy's name, Espinoza, at the end of the fight. I was shocked to see Espinoza there. So maybe they will make the fight if they had Top Rank had him there. So maybe that's the next fight. Maybe that's the next title fight. And Shushu's first title chance. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I don't want to move away from last night, but just a quick question: where is Top Rank gonna go next? Do you have any idea? I've
I
heard
nobody they wouldn't say
Netflix.
anything.
I've
We were
heard
trying. Yeah,
Paramount. What have
yeah.
you heard?
I've heard rumors that it's possible that they're looking into HBO again, but I don't know how true that is.
BVO,
That
you a
would be
big
insane.
motherfucker, man. You a
That
big
would
nigga,
be
man.
insane.
Jesus.
What'd you say, Dub?
I said BVO a big brother, ain't he? That brother huge out there.
You a big brother.
Cab still
Ain't you
exists.
like
Yeah,
6'8"?
Yeah, yeah, Shelton. Cab still is it. The yellow cab still exists. They're still out here. They got an app now too, kind of like Uber. They have, let's see
Nigga
who else
Dub
is in the building.
crazy.
Prize fighter. Rackety, rackety. I knew I was waiting for somebody to do it. Super, you ain't shit. But it was dope, man. It was a dope time. It was good to see BVO, man. And like I said, we made some good contacts. I wanted, since a few people weren't live tonight, I didn't get to do, my Tales of the B-side. We're gonna be back hopefully later on this week or next Sunday. I said we got to build this momentum we had yesterday, and I'm gonna let everybody know how BVO really is in person. You know what I'm saying? So, BVO's a cool dude, man. I kept telling him he was my bodyguard. I mean, he was only like, three of me, so nobody would mess with me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
What's good,
Hey,
Trill Will? Salute, bro.
hey, look, Tommy. Hey, Tommy, you put me and BVO together. You know what I'm saying? We'll run all this stuff around here as far as bodyguarding go, man. Hey, let the brother Tank try to put some hands on somebody again. We'll straighten all that out. We'll straighten all that out.
Yo, let me tell you something. So I was out when we were sitting down early in the fights. I was like, yo, a lot of people starting to come in. I was like, yo, look at Ali Feliz over there. And I was like, he's like, who's that? And I was like, he's a heavyweight, the Dominican heavyweight. And then that my boy Sock was working with, like he worked with a one-time strength and conditioning. He was like, he's a heavyweight. And he was like, he's small for heavyweight. He gonna get beat. He gonna get torn up. And then BVO went and took a picture with him. He was bigger, but BVO was bigger than fucking Ali Feliz, bro.
He bigger than we bigger than most people, man. Most people, even boxers. So.
Yo, and my wife, when she saw him, forget it, because my wife is shorter than me. So he looking like Juggernaut over here. So, he's like the big Juggernaut is coming. She didn't say that. I said that, by the way. But listen, man, BVO's a cool dude, man. I think he had a good time. I'm gonna let him speak for himself as far as that. But he got to meet Abdullah Mason, which I thought was cool. He's from his city. They're both from Cleveland. He got to meet Abdullah's father. I think he got Abdullah's father's Mason's father's number.
Did he get a pic? Did he get a pic with Emiliano?
No, he couldn't get to Emiliano. I was trying to get him to come near me because I got a pic with Emiliano.
I seen it.
And I was talking to him. I was trying to get him to come take a picture. But let me tell you something. In the beginning, the first person he saw was Stitch, and I'm telling you, man, BVO looked like he was gonna cry when he saw Stitch Duran, man.
Hey, I bet Uncle Stitch already knew who he was.
He did.
I already knew it.
But that was pretty cool. He didn't know he was, and that was cool that they spoke because he him and Stitch they speak on a regular, which I find that to be pretty cool. Stitch is a nice guy.
Shout out to Miss BVO.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. Stitch was told me when I saw him at the weigh-in. He said that it's because of BVO that Bill Haney called Stitch and they got him right away. Because I guess Stitch worked with Brian Norman and Devin Haney.
Yeah.
So I guess Stitch told me that Bill Haney saw the live that when they were on talking, and I guess BVO or somebody on the panel, I don't know who it was, asked who you're gonna work with.
That was me.
For the
I
fight.
asked that question.
Okay. So he said somebody asked that, and then Stitch said he didn't know whoever came up to him and hired him because he's independent, and he said that Bill called him the next day and said, I saw you in the show and I wanted to lock you in now. So Stitch Duran will be working with Devin Haney in the fight. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought he was gonna tell BVO, but he told me that at the weigh-in. So I thought that was pretty cool. So that means Bill Haney's watching one of our channels. I don't know if it's
He watching all of them.
I don't know if it's mine or BVO, but that I thought that was pretty cool as well.
Yeah, that's
so
man.
what's up, B3 Picks? Salute to you. They go, Juan. Juan was in the building too. I don't know what it was, man. He didn't want to talk to us. I don't know if it's because I'm Puerto Rican like him. I don't know, but he didn't come talk to me or BVO, man. I don't know what's up with Juan. He's there with Fernando Vargas. He can't come say what's up, but but shout out to Juan. He was there. I guess he was. I mean, he took a picture with Fernando Vargas. I don't think that's edited. So I
STN
guess
was
he really
well
was.
represented out there last night.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad y'all brothers showed up and showed out like y'all did.
Yeah, it was a dope card. You know what was cool about the card too? I'll tell you. Usually when you go to fights and you go to these big cards, like the first couple fights, people don't really come in like 5:30, 5:45, 6 o'clock, to see the fights. They usually wait till like the main card, right, and see the big three, name fighters. But nah, man, it kind of filled up real early because I think they wanted to see Jan Santana, and Jan Santana is the guy I rock with, the team I rock with.
Right.
And he's Dominican, and there was a lot of Latinos, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans mostly. And they were there to see Jan, and then Rohan Polanco. And then so those are the two guys on the undercard of the main card that was there. So I thought that was that was pretty cool. It kind of filled up pretty quick. Usually it's not like that at all.
Real quick, let me ask, since y'all were there live, if I watched them, I watched that card and Clarissa card as well. I watched the entire cards of both of them. Real quick, what do you think of Rohan Polanco against Quentin Randall? What do you think of his performance in that fight?
Listen,
Quentin Randall a tough out for anybody now.
I thought
he's a tough out.
And I thought Rohan got frustrated. I thought Quentin Randall got frustrated after like 2 or 3 rounds and kind of just was there to survive. And there was a moment in the fight. I was very impressed with Rohan Polanco because I thought that was going to be his biggest test. But Rohan Polanco beat Quentin Randall easier than Brian Norman did.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm high on Rohan Polanco, but I still need to see more data. But he frustrated Quentin Randall early, and it looked like he was about to quit in like the 6th round, I think it was. Like the doctors were there checking him out, but he didn't quit, and that he actually had a good round late in the fight. But I thought Rohan performed very well.
Yeah.
I mean he's really good. We got to see him as he moves up in levels. But I'm really high on Rohan Polanco.
I thought he was gonna stop Quentin Randall. I thought he would stop him. I thought Shuchu would stop. How you say that, brother? How you say his name?
Haiti.
Yeah. I thought that would be a stoppage, and I thought my boy
I tell
Xander
you
was
what, the
gonna get a
Dominicans was
stoppage,
being
but-
racist, man.
Huh?
They were talking about Randall's nose and all. That was crazy.
Well, it was not all the Dominicans. Just one loudmouth Dominican acting crazy.
One is all.
One is not all. Jesus Christ! But look at Abdullah Mason with my man BVO, man. That's pretty cool, man. When I saw that, I thought that was a highlight.
I was agreeing with BVO. One is all, goddammit. That's all those Dominicans are.
Jesus Christ!
And a large percentage of those Puerto Ricans, respectfully, Tommy. Go ahead.
Hey man, shout out to Jermaine Ortiz in the building, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz, he was definitely saucy or something when I met him. He was.
He definitely was. Jermaine was awesome.
I was telling Miss BB, I said, this nigga's high and drunk.
No, actually,
He definitely was.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you, Miss BBO.
Actually, I said, how did he know they was high and drunk? Because they didn't even.
I've been high and drunk before. That's all I know.
Holy shit.
This guy.
Nah, but there was a lot. I mean, there was Matt, the guy Richard Torres was there, Tiger Johnson was there.
Oh, the future.
Vito Milelenki, was there, Amanda Serrano. I didn't take pictures with most of the people. I said what's up to them and I spoke to them, briefly. Alan Garcia, the Kansas Kid was there.
You ain't got no Torres Junior picks? You ain't got no Torres picks?
Real quick, that's the great thing about boxing. If you go to fights, other boxers are there and they're very accessible.
Yes.
Whereas in other sports, man, you can barely get close to some of these people. You know what I'm saying? So I love boxing. That's another reason I love it.
For the most part, they like to talk to you. They like to talk to the people. They'll converse with you. I know everybody. Subarel was the guy. Everybody was out because it was mostly Puerto Ricans there. So they, he every time he tried to sit down, somebody came up to him and trying to get a picture with him and stuff. So, which I thought was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but
he just became champion again.
Yeah. So It's high, and then after the fight, Xander, was cool. We saw Xander afterwards.
Oh, that's why those Dominicans were talking about Subriel. Nah, I get it.
Why about Subriel?
Nah, because he robbed Puello. I just realized that.
I'll say this though. I'll say
He
this.
didn't rob anybody. The judges may have, in your opinion,
My
but
bad.
it
The
was a close
judges
fight. It
robbed
wasn't no
Puello.
robbery. It's a close fight. Is not a robbery. Stop saying
I
it.
thought he got a gift, respectfully.
But let me say this real quick. I would say that was a great time. Sarah Matias don't speak a lick of English, bro. I said something, nigga looked at me like I was a ghost. So the nigga don't speak that dark and don't speak no English. I never seen it in my
He
life.
speaks a little bit of English, but I think he's
Tommy,
learning
no,
a
he
little
does
bit
not.
of
Hi
knowledge.
and goodbye is not
He
English.
just had kind of like a conversation with Richardson Hitchens, like he pulled up on Hitchens.
He said,
It
"Hi,
just
goodbye."
probably speaks some
Calling him the
Spanish.
P
He's
word
from
is
there
Hi,
where he's
not
from.
goodbye.
speaking English. All he did was call him the
Jesus,
P word.
you out of order, man. You are out of order.
He said, "Hi, goodbye." It's not English.
You are so out of order, bro. Well, my man Juan, man, it would have been good to see Juan, man.
How Juan
Eh,
didn't pull up on y'all?
Yeah, man. You know how many Juans would have been?
Juan was stealing wallets in the
I'm
back, so
sure.
I
I'm
guess he
sure there
said I
must
ain't
have
got
been like.
time.
I'm sure if I would have went around asking everybody Juan plus Juan plus one, there must have
Man,
been
you
like
saw a rock in Puerto
75
Rico.
Juans up
You
in
saw
there,
a
bro.
rock in New York. You hit a wand. Are you kidding me, Tommy?
He said, "You throw a rock."
And you see him and Fanola just got done stealing cars, man.
Hey man, real quick, I want to say, man, I thought even with the I thought that brother quit when with that one punch that Vargas hit
Yeah.
him with. But
That's why I
the
said.
hit for him to get out there and the way he gave praise to his dad, you know what I'm saying, and his mom, his family, man, I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was
Yeah.
fantastic. It was fantastic character.
Listen, I mean, the other two brothers, they kind of act like knuckleheads. We seen them, but him, he's very respectful. He says so far he's saying all the right things. He gives a lot of praise to his mom, so you could tell he's got to be a mama's boy. He speaks highly of his mom. I got an interview I posted. It's on my channel, where he's talking about his mom. He says everybody say it's my father, but she's the glue to the family. Like she
Yeah.
holds it down, and like he gives her a lot of respect and praise, which I thought was
Hey
pretty
Dub,
awesome.
hey
Like,
Dub, and his mama fine too.
Come on, man. We ain't
Hey,
finna do that. We ain't
I'm
finna do
trying
that.
to I'm trying to show some love. She fine, man. Shout out to Fernando.
Jesus Christ, man.
What my man tell Martin, I'm complimenting your taste, man.
That's them at the press conference. He came in dressed really nice and professional, and then he after the fight he was dressed up, the
Man,
same suit. So
the man,
He
the
pulled the
man that
Michael Jordan. He got done fighting, came back with cologne on, suit on, set by some mobster. It was cool. It was pretty cool. You should have
the
seen him.
man didn't get hit with a punch. He can do that. He didn't get hit with a punch.
can't with this guy, bro. He did it. He did it. Hey, listen, it is. I mean, what can I do? I'm not in there fighting, but it did
All
look
I
a
can
little
say is
bit,
this, man. All I can say is about Tommy, man. He took me to a roach coach, man. I couldn't believe it, Dub. He wasn't up here for that.
He
It
took
was
you to
rats
where?
and
Where?
roaches everywhere.
Come on, man, stop it.
He took you where?
So it had mice for dinner. It was
Stop
pretty
it.
bad.
You out of
He's
order,
he's
man.
he's really
Hold on,
exaggerating,
hold
man.
on, BVO. Did you get a chopped cheese?
No, man, that's overrated, man.
I thought you did. I thought you said you got one
No,
the
Miss
next day
BBO
or
got one.
something. Huh?
Miss BBO got one.
Oh, you
Oh, I
ain't you
thought.
you. I already know you took a bite out of it.
No,
You
man,
already,
the chopped cheese ain't nothing but like Salisbury steak chopped up. I'm cool.
man. They say the chopped cheese is fire.
It depends where you get it too.
It really
But
depends on all jokes aside. It depends on where you get it. If you get it from like Haji's in Harlem, it's different. But I went to a Jamaican spot called Deli Boys, and they had some of the best Jamaican food
Did
ever.
you go to a good bodega?
They all pretty good, to be honest with you. They all
Did,
pretty good.
did
I
you go?
leave. I leave for 1 second, and this dude is talking about chopped cheese, man. Tommy, you sick, man. You got an addiction.
But no, it's some good eats, man. It's some good. You go to New York, man. Cats like me and you, Dub, man. We have to roll out of there, man. One thing I learned from this trip is, hey, BBO's going on a diet, man. I'm just letting y'all know that right now.
so
I
so
see
the
myself.
guy.
I see myself in the pictures. Like, who is that? Is that Warren Sapp? Big old joking.
So BBO, I found out who the guy that looked like a monster. Like his pinky ring was ridiculous. His name is Chuck Zito. I think he was an actor.
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever heard of a guy named Chuck Zito. I looked him up,
he
and
looks like a hood.
he looked like a mobster. He looked like Paulie Peanuts on steroids. Like remember Paulie from was it not Paul, was it Paulie? Yeah, Paulie from Sopranos.
Oh,
He had
okay.
the same he had the same kind of hair.
I know Chuck Zito. I done seen him before.
Yeah, he's built. He's a big guy. He's been in movies and stuff. So that's who I found it was. I thought it was a mobster. I mean, he was dressed like a mobster. I tell you that much.
He
But
was.
Yeah.
all that mean is he had the taco meat showing. That's all that mean. Yeah,
It was
the
great.
the low button shirt on.
No, he had on one of the. You ever see them suits, Dub? Like, you a taller guy like me. It looked like it was made for him. He had one of them type of suits on.
He had that Taylor suit on. It was
Yeah,
Taylor.
yeah.
Yeah, with the good shoes on. With the good
With
shoes.
the good, hey, you know how we get that little spot in the back so we can stretch our back out good. He had one of them in there too.
Yeah.
He was sharp. And shout out to Johnny Boy boxing. That brother had a presidential rollie on.
That man,
He had some aftermarket diamonds on it, but
hold on, what you
it
said?
looked good.
You said he tried to steal your wallet?
No, I had to put my hand.
Oh,
I had
so
to
he
put my
couldn't.
hand by my wallet.
Okay.
Yeah, let me put the picture again. Yo, fucking clown, bro. Yo, because you see his head was kind of. Hold on. Where's the picture?
Let me see. I gotta put it back up. I should have the other pictures. 1 second.
Hold on. Where is it? I don't see it. Did you take it down or you switched?
Hey, BVL, look, man, I'm about 275 now. You got to be all about damn. I say this respectfully. You got to be all the damn 315, 345 somewhere in there.
Yeah, 335.
There we go.
He's a big boy, man.
I told BVL, look, we can do.
See, I have my hand on my pocket.
Me and you, look, BVO, me and you, we gotta start a security service. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna deal with Negroes like us, man. They not gonna.
Hey, all I
You
know is
and
this.
Dub, that's about 600
I'm coming
pounds
back down.
combined.
I'm coming back down, man. That's ridiculous.
No, stay where you at, man. Hey, look, we need the signs for the security service, man. When
See, look,
when
you
a
see
brother
right
like
here?
Tank,
I got my hand over my pocket.
I see it.
Yeah, you see, yo, BBO, you're the worst. Yo, you are the freaking worst.
I did that on purpose so you know that Johnny couldn't get to my wallet.
Yo, BVO, I got a real question I always wanted to ask a big brother.
But I love everybody. I'm about to play Uno with my daughter. Salute to TD Sports. Thank you for your hospitality. I'll see y'all soon.
Hey, salute
No doubt, BBO. I'll hold it down for
I wanted to ask him what's his experience flying economy, but it's whatever.
I flew first class, punk. There and back.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you don't fly economy because that's an uncomfortable experience, right?
Man, I could barely fit in the damn seats. So if I can barely fit
That's
in
what
them,
I'm saying. Flying is more expensive for y'all. That's why I wanted to ask.
hey man, look, hey Marky, if I do have to fly economy, the secret is you always get what they call it, the
emergency
exit. Yeah, the exit row, baby. The exit row, it saved your life. It saved your life out there.
Jesus but no matter how it go, if you blessed enough to go first, man, go first class, man.
No, I'm with you. So hey, every flight I done took don't always have first class, respectfully. So
all I know is that when Abdullah Mason wins this title coming up in November, and he makes his first title defense in Cleveland, and I go to Cleveland, I know I better get the same hospitality that BVO got here in New York. That's all I'm saying.
Hey man, hey Tommy, hey TD, you first class now. You know BVO about third class, so he may not be able to give you. But Miss BVO, I think Miss BVO will make sure that you have a good time. I don't know about BVO, but Miss BVO, she gonna show up and show out for you.
Yeah, that's true. D Free, what's good, bro? I see D Free just came up.
What's good?
What's good?
So
we just basically was talking about the experience and stuff. I'll put some pictures up later, but let's talk about the fights. I didn't get to see Clarissa Shields in that card, but we'll talk about the fights that everybody's seen. I would assume everybody's seen the Xander card, and we can start with the main event. We could talk about Xander Zayas if you want, and tell me what you guys thought, what you like, what you dislike.
Let me go first on this one.
Yes, sir.
Man, I thought, in my personal opinion, I've never seen Xander move as much as he did in this fight. At the same time, I thought it was a hell of a show that he put on. I thought that the brother Garcia, you don't want to be at the end of them damn punches. You know what I'm saying? And because Xander, he got clipped a couple times in that fight, but at the same time, he showed a new wrinkle in this game. He showed that, man, if I need to utilize lateral movement, change angles on you, pivot with you, I can do all of that too. And for him to have the performance that he had, I thought he damn near swept the fight. You know what I'm saying? I had him winning. I think I gave Garcia 2 rounds.
Okay.
But at the same time, I thought that, man, Garcia did come to fight. The man just didn't have no footwork. I was when he let his hands go, the man ended up squared up, back foot in the front. You know what I'm saying? He in the southpaw stance on accident, in my opinion. So the footwork was pathetic. But outside of that, I thought Garcia, he came to fight. It just Xander, he just more talented. He showed that there's levels to it, and he on a different level than a lot of these guys. I was really impressed though with Xander footwork. I was really impressed with it. The ring IQ, knowing when to tie up, exchanging when he needed to. I thought he held a little too much in the fight. Now I will say that I did think he held a little too much in the fight. The ref warned the one time. I thought I ain't think a point should be taken, but I thought there should have been some harsh warnings given. And so outside of that though, I thought that Xander put on a hell of a show. I thought he did a hell of a job.
Okay. Anybody want to go next? I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go ahead,
Y'all hear
Marky.
me?
You go ahead, Marky.
No, I pretty much just echo everything Dub said. I was very impressed. I'm a critic of Xander Zayas. I think he's been on the Jared Anderson diet, along with Shushu and a couple of other guys over there. But I was really impressed. I thought Garcia, at least in the first 3 or 4 rounds of the fight, he was getting to him a little too often. But then I saw the ring IQ of Shushu, or excuse me, of Xander come out, and he started turning him. He never really let him set his feet. Every time he was backed against the ropes, he would tie him up and then spin off and get back to the center of the ring. I thought it was an excellent performance, and I also agree with Dub. And I think he was just a class above Garcia. I don't think Garcia did a bad job. I just think, like you said, he was a class above. He did not have the footwork at all to set his stuff up and to get Xander in position, and Xander never allowed him to get him in that position. But he did get hit occasionally with the odd straight right hand from Garcia. So there are some things Xander could clean up, but that was still a great performance. It reminded me a lot of, not exactly, but it reminded me a lot of Shakur versus Zepeda in terms of the other guy is not doing a bad job, but he just doesn't have the tools to do this job right here. And the other guy has all the tools to take the other dude apart. So yeah, just great performance by Xander. And yeah, I hope to see him against those other guys. I think he can. Off of what I saw last night, I think he has the tools to get in there with a Virgil Ortiz or a Xander, or excuse me, or a Jaron Ennis or a Fundora. I want to see all those fights, and a Baccarov. Now, I don't want to leave the Russian out either.
Let me just interject before D Free, because I know D Free is going to be a little bit opposite of what I say. 2 things. The boxing scholar, he says you cap it. He is 6'5". That picture. This is Jermaine Ortiz next to him. Abdullah Mason was standing on a step when he was next to him. So you're looking at this picture of BVO. Hold up. Abdullah's on a step there, so that's why he looks a little taller than BVO. That's not true. BVO is a fucking big guy. Trust me, I seen him in person. He was there
BVO
with
is a
us.
genetic freak.
Yeah, he's 6'5". He was bigger than Ali Feliz. All right, he stood next to Ali Feliz, and he was big. I don't know why he didn't put that picture. He has a picture with Ali Feliz, and he's bigger than Ali Feliz. So, and Ali Feliz is a heavyweight. Also, just want to point this out. Yeah, R.I.P. Dwight Muhammad Kwawi. He passed away. I think it was announced he was passed away yesterday, but I just saw it today as well. Apparently, I did not know this. He had dementia for the last 4 to 5 years. So R.I.P. to him.
That's
He
true.
was
Yeah,
great.
I heard
He
that.
did.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew
So,
that he was struggling. At least these past couple of months. You know, that's just very hard to hear, man. R.I.P. to a great.
Hey, real quick, man, we gotta show these brothers love, because man, we got a lot of individuals starting to pass that,
mhm.
in my childhood, I had, kind of shaped my childhood, to be quite honest with you. So, man, it's crazy. The other thing, I feel like I'm getting old too. I feel like I'm getting old.
You are.
Hey, well, they say it comes in threes. We had Hulk Hogan, we had Malcolm Jamal Warner, and now Dwight. So
Yeah,
they,
it
they
come
come
in
in threes.
threes.
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
Yeah, you guys are roasting in the chat. I'm gonna go next, D Free, because of what Ernest said. Papi Chunyeyo, aka Papi Chunyeyo. Um, I disagree with your assessment. Even though I'm very harsh on Xander as well. I didn't think Xander looked as great as maybe some people thought. I didn't think the fight um was that lopsided as the scorecards were. I thought the fight was a lot closer. I really thought, Xander looked good in the first half. He was connecting. I think we learned a few things about Xander. A couple things with Xander we learned, and then I'll get to it. One, he can't really punch. I mean, he was hitting solid shots on the chin, and this guy was walking through it. Either he could take a good punch or Xander can't crack. And let me tell you, the last few fights we've seen Xander in the Garden, he's the same way. He hasn't really looked like he could crack. Second, his defense needs a lot of work. He got hit way too much for my liking. Now, mind you, Chino was little, awkward. He threw punches for like a different angles and stuff. But my problem with Xander is that in the weigh-in, he looked like he struggled to make the weight. He made weight. His face, I didn't like the way his face looked. And I felt like that transitioned into the fight a little bit because the second half of the fight, in my opinion, I thought he looked a little bit tired. And that's why he was holding on and holding on a little bit too much for my liking. The first half of the fight, I believe he won 5 or 6 rounds easy in the first half. The seventh round, he hurt Chino. Um, but I believe after that, I thought Chino won most of the rounds in from 8 to 12, maybe 11. Xander might have won 11, but I had Chino winning the 12, and I had him winning 8, 9, and 10. There was a couple of rounds like 9 or 10, I believe. Xander looked like he clearly took the rounds off. So I thought Xander won, but it was a lot closer than what it was. You know, um, like I said, he looked gassed. Chino was very awkward. He took his best shots. Chino looked like he was getting stronger as the fight was going on too. That was another thing I pointed out. I was talking to some people, during the fight. I was like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this from Xander, man. He looks a little tired, and this guy, he looks like he's getting stronger, Chino. So, you know, I'm happy you won. I always represent and root for the Boricuas, for my Puerto Rican fighters and stuff. But I got to call it the way I see it. I'm honest in my assessments. I could be biased as far as who I'm going to root for, but as far as what I'm going to see, what I'm saying, I just thought, the performance was maybe a C plus. So I don't think he's suspect, as you say. Ernest, I really don't. I think he's very skillful. Remember, he's 22 years old. He still has room to grow and learn, and he has room to, grow that man strength. So, I mean, 22 years old, world champion. I think that's a great achievement. But what I don't like is that he's been fighting since 16 and taking all these punches since 16. I don't see him having, a long career. That's just my honest opinion. I would love to see him, have a great long career, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a long career. And I'll be honest with you, I don't want to see him fight Virgil Ortiz next. I really don't. I don't think he's ready for Virgil Ortiz. And if they make that fight, I don't want it in New York City. I don't want it at the Garden because I don't want to see grown men cry. And I might be one of those guys that cry too, because if Virgil beats Sanders, it's gonna hurt my feelings. So I don't want to be there in person, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just being honest, man. I'm all the cheering in the world that we're gonna give Xander is not gonna help him versus Virgil Ortiz right now. I just don't think he's ready for him. That's just my God honest opinion. So I'll leave it at there. I'll let D cook on this as well, because I know D Free has a different opinion. So go ahead, D Free.
Yeah. First of all, I try to tell BBO that Thomas is not Puerto Rican. This man is Dominican. He clearly is not Puerto Rican. Second of all, I'm gonna need BBO and Thomas to lay off the referees because y'all was there in person and clearly y'all saw a different fight than we all saw on TV. So maybe it's something when you in person you ain't get a chance to see all of the angles that we get to see on TV because I saw a totally different fight. I saw Xander definitely had his best performance that I've seen Xander fight in since he started. And I watched Xander since he was 16. I mean, well, since he became televised. Since Xander been televised, I watched every last one of his fights. Xander definitely improved from the first time I seen him till this time I seen him. I don't think that Xander doesn't have power. You got to remember, Garcia has never been knocked out. And just like you said, he hurt Garcia in that fight. It just Xander didn't jump on it because he knew Garcia was waiting on the chance to land a big shot. And Xander said, "No, I'm not going to give you that opportunity to land a big shot. I'm going to go ahead. I'm clearly outboxing you, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to make a mistake. This is my night. This is the biggest night of my career. I'm not going to give you that opportunity and open the door for you to land a big shot and change the whole outcome of this fight." So, no, he definitely put on a masterclass performance against a guy who was trying to land the biggest shot he could land. He just kept swinging big shots after big shot. And the man bum rushed the dude. So, I mean, of course, he's going to hold from time to time when you got a dude that just swinging big shots and you ain't trying to get knocked out. You're going to hold. I don't think it was excessive holding. I think it was smart clinching. When he got in the inside and the man was trying to throw big shots, he said, "Hold up, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off these ropes. Let me hold you. Let the referee reset us, and we get back to the center of the ring, and then we can start from there." So no, I don't think it was excessive holding. I think it was smart clinching. That's the way I looked at it.
I agree. I think smart clinching is fair.
If you were there, you would have said he was excessively
And that's why
clinching.
I say I
watching
need BVO and Thomas to lay off the judges because y'all was there. Y'all saw something totally different what we saw on TV. Because clearly, in person, y'all don't get the angles that we get. So maybe that's the reason why the judges score the fights the way they do, because they don't see the same fight that we see. So,
but for real quick, I will say, and I agree, it was smart. You know what I'm saying, for him to clinch at the times he was clinching. But I did think at one point in time it did get excessive. I thought.
I mean, it could have got excessive in a single round here and there where he might have held just a little bit too much at times. But I still believe it was a smart clinch because the guy was looking for one opportunity. He wasn't putting punches together. He was looking for one opportunity to land a big shot. And when Xander got caught up on the ropes and he was trying to land that big shot, Xander said, "Nope, I'm not going to give you that opportunity. Let the referee reset."
I agree with that.
I'll get back
It
to
didn't.
the
It just didn't look like that in person, D. That's all I'm saying. It just didn't look like that in person.
Listen, I don't know if I'm being too hard on the guy that I like, so I don't show my obvious favoritism. You know, maybe I'm doing that a little bit, but I just know what I saw. He held on a little bit too much. Now, yeah, maybe it was some smart clinching, but I thought he held on a little too much, and I thought he looked gassed later on the fight. I thought he.
I mean, when you got a fighter that's moving around.
Hold on, let him finish. Hold on, let's let him finish.
Let's rewatch.
Let me finish.
Well, let him finish.
Let's rewatch. Let's rewatch
Let the brother finish first, though.
Rewatch the 9th and 10th round at least, and maybe I got the rounds mixed up. Maybe it was one, maybe it was not both. But it looked like he definitely took one of those rounds off because he looked like he was gassed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that was me, and I thought the holding was a little excessive at times. Yeah, it was smart, but I just thought it was a little excessive. And listen, at the end of the day, bro, you see this picture. Look at this picture closely. Look at his face. He got hit with some shots that he shouldn't be getting hit with. Yeah, he was awkward. If he fights a guy that's a bigger puncher, it's not going to end well. I'm saying, like, his defense, he needs to work defensively too. And now you guys are saying it was a superb performance, A performance. There's no way it was an A performance. Was it good? Yeah. Was it good? Was it great in moments? Yes. But I can't give the guy an A performance. There's no way I could do that.
I didn't say it was an A performance. I didn't say
that. Said A performance.
I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all gave y'all assessment. Let me finish with my assessment.
Go ahead.
Let me finish with my assessment. My assessment was it was an A performance. And the guy, of course, he's going to get hit with shots. He's in a boxing matchup. Everybody get hit with shots. I don't care if it's to the body or it's to the face. He's going to get hit with shots. The man was a much rangier fighter, and he was swinging big shots. So when he does get the opportunity to land a big shot, it's going to leave some damage. It's going to happen. You're going to have times in a fight where your guard is not going to be up at times because either you're moving out the way and you forget to keep your guard up, or he's swinging big shots and you going to swing a shot at the same time and his shot lands. It happens. It's part of the fight. That's what's going to happen. But I think it was an A performance. If you, like I said, go back and watch the fight. I know y'all saw it in person, but on TV we got a chance to see angles that y'all don't get a chance to see because y'all sitting in a specific position. Y'all can't see different angles. But if you go back and watch it on TV, the man put on a class performance. He put on an A-class performance. The only thing that I would say that I would have wanted him to do different is, I can't even say nothing. I can't say he would have did anything different because I don't think Xander has the success that he has if he didn't stick to the game plan that he stuck to. He came in there with a game plan, and the game plan was perfect because I think any other performance Xander would have put on in the past that he had, I think Xander lose that matchup. He possibly even gets knocked down because dude was swinging big shots. That's all he was swinging. He wasn't trying to put punches together. He was trying to land a big shot. It was a couple of times the man swung and threw himself into the ropes multiple times in the round.
He was swinging for the fences, but I'm just saying, if you seen the fight, it looked like every time he touched Xander grabbed on for dear life. That's how it looked. Like I didn't see no other angle, but just straight on. It looked like he was holding on for his life, man. Like it, I don't know, but
I did think it was excessive. I did think the clinching. I didn't think he had to clinch nearly as much as he did. There were times where I watched him, and maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm very biased about it, but I watched him come in and clinch before any punches were thrown. And so I just, that ain't how you fight a fight, in my opinion. Same way I'm going to be critical of Devin when he does it, any other fighter, when they do it. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, man, you got to go out there looking to fight and exchange at some point in time. But I do understand that man was punching. That man, Garcia, was punching. You know what I'm saying? And he long, rangy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be at the end of them punches. So you close the distance. But even when you close the distance, that don't mean grab him.
I mean, people say it all the time. Whatever they got to do to win the fight, win the fight. Whatever. Obviously, the referee didn't believe it was excessive, except for that one time because he didn't warn him, except for that one time. That's the only time he warned him. So the referee is the one that has to say whether it's excessive or not. He didn't believe it was excessive, except for that one time. But I mean.
Get what? Referees get it wrong all the time. The same way I watched the OTX card, and they had a referee in there when it was what's my boy name from Albany, man?
I know
Haven Brady.
Yeah.
Haven Brady versus the dude he was fighting. Man, the referee didn't know what the hell was going on in that damn fight. He didn't have a clue.
It's one thing when you see a referee that don't know what he's doing. But like I said, that referee wasn't a bad referee. Ain't nobody complain about the referee that whole entire fight. Nobody complained about.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I thought that he was holding a tad bit more than he should have. I think it was excessive. I didn't think he needed to do a lot of the clinching that he did. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I prize fighter. I think you got a good point. I tend to nitpick on fighters that I like. Because I, want to be fair. I just think in this scenario, I'm not really nitpicking. Maybe I'm being a little bit too critical on him, but I just don't think it was an A performance. I really don't. From what I saw, I just look at what I seen.
You know what I will say?
Even when I took the picture with him, bro. Like if you see the picture, like his face is marked. He took a lot of shots that he shouldn't have been taking. And if he takes those shots, look at this picture, guys. If he takes those shots, against somebody that could punch, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold on. That's just me. But go ahead.
Hold on. If he take those shots from Murtaza Aliyev, then the man gonna be asleep. I'm just telling the truth.
This the thing, Dub. He wasn't getting hit. He wasn't getting hit. I will say when you watch him fight, Xander was not getting hit. That was hitting the gloves.
No,
His defense is
that's what I'm
good.
trying to say. His face. I mean, I looked at the picture. I zoomed in on the picture. His face not that bruised up. He got a couple of marks here and there, but his face ain't that bruised up. The man still looked the same way he looked when the fight started. It just had a couple of birthmarks on the side of his face. But other than that, I mean, I'm not gonna say if he get hit like that by Bakram, he's gonna go down. Or if he get hit like that by Virgil, he's gonna go down. We don't know. Xander took some. He took a couple of clean shots, and it looked like he got a chin to me. He took a cut, and I was like, "Oh, he shouldn't have took that." And he kept on going. I was like, "Okay, Xander ate that." But I'm not gonna say that he's gonna go down because maybe he does have a chin. We just make
setting
that
up.
assumption. We just make that assumption that because somebody else we believe is a bigger puncher, and he take a shot like that from somebody else, that he's gonna go down.
Well, I will
That
say
dude
for
was a
I
knockout
think
artist as well.
I was gonna say I think Garcia is a puncher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't want to, like I said earlier, when you got somebody that size, that with that type of length, punching like you punch, you don't want to be at the end of them punches. And so I don't disagree with what you're saying. All I'm trying to tell you is I think Bakram is more skilled than what we saw out of Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a tough out for either one of them. I also want to say though, you gotta remember, Xander Zayas is 22 years old. At 22, for him to perform the way he's performing right now, pulling different tools out the bag, as Bill Haney would say. Shout out to Bill Haney. Pulling different tools out the bag. Man, I got to give that brother credit, man. I got to give him credit.
I do too. Listen, you guys are setting me up to get my feelings hurt because what's going to happen is this, and I hope it don't happen, is I'm going to get amped for Xander fight against a big-time opponent, and then he's going to lose, and then you guys in the panel are going to be like, damn, man, maybe Thomas was right. And I don't want to hear that because I'm going to be upset. I might even be crying if Xander loses. So
I'm gonna put it this way.
I'm being sarcastic. Go ahead.
I'm gonna put it this way. Xander Zayas started fighting the same time that daggone David Benavidez started fighting. Xander Zayas became a champion before David Benavidez. David Benavidez had growing pains that he had to learn before he got to where he's at right now. Xander Zayas is going to go through those same growing pains because they're so young. They still don't have the veteran mindset of I can do this and I don't need to do all of that to get to this point. So he's still learning. And he, like I said, he's 22. He don't have his complete man strength yet, so to speak. He don't have his complete man strength. And I think with the age and with the experience comes your ring IQ. You grow as a fighter. Ring IQ don't just come to you because you watch other people fight. No, it's come from your experience being in the ring with a bunch of different fighters. Now you know, okay, I don't have to do all that. Where I did that in that fight, I'm fighting the same type of fighter in this fight. I don't have to do that. I can do this and still have the same outcome. So it's going to be growing pains, and he's going to learn from this fight. The next fight that he get in might be even better than this fight. But what I'm saying is the man had a perfect game plan. I think if he would have fought the way he fought any other time like he did in the past, I think it's a different outcome. I think Xander probably gets dropped, if not stopped.
I'll say this what Dub is saying is very true. 22, and I'm gonna be totally honest, man. Unlike a lot of fighters, he took a very tough fight at home, and that dude was whacking him. I mean, he was hitting him hard. You seen all the sweat and stuff coming off his head, but the fact that Xander kept the phone on the hook, he kept his hand in front of his mouth. His defense was so improved. I think he could be at some point one of the biggest stars in boxing off what we're seeing. Because that dude, he really learned.
He didn't have the phone on the hook. He was holding the damn phone. He was holding the phone.
Yeah, he had it on the hook, man. He wasn't taking off for nothing. He would have, but Free is right. He would have went to bed in the past, but he got so much better. That's one thing. His defense was noticeable.
Listen, man, I just don't want another case where in the past, us Puerto Ricans that like boxing, we root for the Puerto Rican fighters. We're looking for the next big star. I just don't want to happen what happened to Juan Manuel Lopez. He won like his first 30 fights in a row. He looked great. We thought it was Juan Ma, like we was we was ready, for the Walmart train. We was ready to put him on that pedestal, and then boom, he hit Salido, and then he got destroyed. And then he fought Salido again, and he got destroyed even worse. So
Y'all got
that's all
Shakur
I'm saying.
Sanchez, man.
That's true. That's true. We do. I'm just saying, that's all I'm saying. But
Is he too dark for y'all to accept him?
Another thing y'all got to remember is
that what it is? He too dark for y'all to accept him?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
we
D-Free.
gotta remember that
Go ahead, Free.
Garcia just came off his biggest win by beating Charles Conwell. So he had in the mindset, I'm not going out here to lose. I'm going out here to win. I just beat an opponent that a lot of people thought was much better than I was. A lot of people thought Charles Conwell was much better than Garcia, and so Garcia beat him. So he was coming off a big performance, and he's getting in there with an upcoming star. So I think that the atmosphere and the danger that opponent possessed. That's the reason why I gave Xander an A in that fight, because I think he did everything he needed to do in order to win that fight. I keep saying it before. I think if he does anything else, I don't think Xander has the outcome that he was looking for.
D-Free, can I ask you one quick question?
What's up?
You black and what else?
Huh?
You black and what else?
I'm black and Puerto Rican.
Well, that's why you said what you said about Xander.
So who's this bozo? Who's this bozo Melo 7? Because Zayas is not nowhere near where Berlanga is. They're two different fighters, and they came up differently. And Zayas has just became a world champion at 22. Berlanga's never been a world champion,
never
even
been
close
champion.
to it. So you're just you're just trolling, and you're looking stupid because you don't know what you're talking about.
A world champion against who?
I don't know who this bozo is.
Hold on. Let me. Hey, Hot Rod, go ahead. Get in here. Get in here, Hot Rod. Go ahead.
It's good, Hot Rod.
A world champion against who?
Garcia, the same dude that stopped. Well, not stopped. That beat
Charles Conwell.
Charles Conwell.
Who is Charles Conwell?
So man, everybody can't be trashed, bro.
Like what the fuck? Who did Charles Conwell fight for him to be so elite?
So you don't think Charles Conwell is a decent fighter?
No, he ain't fought nobody.
That is true, champ. Ross, go ahead.
Let me see this dude fight Fedora. I got Spider Crab sleeping him.
I want to fight Fedora.
What you call it? Hold on, what you call it?
Spider Crab.
Spider Crab.
I want him to fight Fedora. He was in line to fight Fedora. Fedora decided to go fight Tim Tszyu for the second time. He
basically
do you want to see Xander fight Fedora?
I would love to see that fight. I would love to see that fight.
I think he has the tools to beat a Fedora. If Brian Mendoza can beat Fedora, I don't think Brian Mendoza is better than Xander Zayas.
Brian Mendoza landed a lucky punch.
Yeah, and he did. But I think Xander Zayas had the skills to be able to beat a guy like Fedora. I think what he did last night, if he does that against Fedora, I think he has the same outcome, because Fedora doesn't have real good feet. He has okay feet. He has okay feet.
Man, when you 6'7" and you fighting at 154, the only thing and the man, I say it respectfully, the man arms longer than my arms. So
he getting better though too.
And that's another thing. He was just in there with a guy with rangy arms. He was in there with a guy with rangy arms. So that even gives him even more experience to fight a guy like Fedora. He was in there with a guy with long arms. So now he knows what to do with a guy with long arms. Keep that man guessing. Keep him guessing.
This guy Melo 7 is a typical Mexican, going over here singing mariachi, over here talking about Puerto Ricans and other Latinos. But I bet you this, even in drunk, if he had drunk muscles, he wouldn't come and say that to a Puerto Rican's face. Talking all this island shit.
Hey, the chat is the chat. Real quick, the chat is the chat. Let that brother rock. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. I'm just making a clear, a factual, point about,
No, I got you. I mean, Negro will be out of order. They be out of order in the damn chat.
Mexicans gonna be mad that their fellow fighter lost. That's what happens. When you got a fellow countryman that fights for a living and you expect him to win and he lose, you're gonna be upset. And
he's mad because because last I checked, Chino, who Xander fought last night, was Mexican. So that's another Mexican that got beat by a Puerto Rican. So you
That's
could
what
bring up
that's what I'm just
Josue,
saying.
you could bring up Josue Vargas all you want, because I know Josue Vargas personally. But Jose Vargas was a solid fighter, but he wasn't supposed to be anything special. But he was still a good fighter. Calling fighters bums and all of this is crazy to me because I don't call fighters bums. You know what I'm saying? Because I bet you wouldn't be able to tell any of these fighters to their face
Hey,
that they're a bum.
and get what? And get what? The bums that people say, and I'm guilty of it. I done called fighters bums before. And it is what it is. But them bums will whoop my ass if I get in the ring with them. It is. Hey, that's just the truth.
Yeah,
I
that's
You know
what I'm
what
mean,
I'm saying?
saying.
my whole thing is, my whole thing is when you call a fighter a bum that just won the fight, what do you say about the other fighter? If he's the bum and he won, then the other fighter must have been even worse than that. That's how I look at it.
It's just crazy, man. It's people, the way people talk and stuff, and as if they've been in a ring or if they've been in a street fight or whatever. It's like, it's crazy, man. I never show anybody any disrespect, maybe clowning and stuff, but at the end of the day, man, I respect all these fighters. I'm like my man Just Do Boxing. Look on Q. I get to his, we show and recognize greatness in every fighter. You know what I'm saying? And we call it for what it is. There's really no bias. Of course, we're gonna have favorites, but at the end of the day, we got to call it for what we see it and try to keep it honest, but and keep it respectful. These fighters are whipping my ass. I'm telling you that much, And I've
Absolutely.
interacted with a lot of fighters. We interacted with fighters yesterday, and I was fortunate enough to hang out with a team. The guys from Dominican Republic, trains in Puerto Rico, and you hear their stories and how they came up and what they have to go through and how hard it is to go through, amateurs and get fights. When you first become a pro, it's not easy at all for any fighter. You know what I'm
Huh?
saying? So
You got to put what you
it's
got to
just
put
it's just crazy to
to
me.
get to this level. You got to put true work in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And you got to be very disciplined, very bright, and regardless of what we say, we get up here, we talk the sport. You know what I'm saying? I always tell you, I don't live, but I done been in the boxing ring multiple times, but it was sparring and for fun. It wasn't nothing serious. And so if I had to get back in there and fight today, man, these dudes will beat the shit out of me. They'll beat the shit out of me. Now, if I get a chance to put my hands on you and grab your ass, it's a whole different story. But
Hey,
yeah.
Dub,
But
that heavyweight,
let's
that
get back to our
heavyweight
topic.
that I
Let's
took
get
a
back to
picture
our
with,
topic.
do you know his hand was bigger than mine by
yeah,
a lot?
Ali
man,
Feliz.
you know bro, you
Yeah.
know heavyweights got heavy hands.
Why
What
did he
Bro,
get
happened
the
to
I'm
heavy
talking
picture?
about
hands?
his hand was twice the size of my hand. I couldn't believe it.
I believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, let's get back to our topic that we were talking about. Forget
Yeah,
about
yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
the
we off
clown.
track there.
No,
But
no, we
what you got next on the docket?
real
We're
quick.
talking about last night's card, so we could go to the second fight. Unless
Well,
anybody got anything else to say about the Xander fight, I know Hot Rod didn't really get to cook. I think he had to step away if he wanted to talk about it. I don't know. If not, we could go to Shushu.
Nah, I ain't watched that shit last night. OG got better
Okay,
things to
okay.
you
do.
didn't watch none of it.
No, he ain't
Hell
watched none of it. He
no.
said it last night. He
I
said
ain't
he ain't
watched
watched
that
none of it.
shit, bro. If you're
I,
not in
I
a
remember. I
50-50 fight,
remember you
I'm not
telling me that.
wasting my time,
I
OG.
remember you telling me that.
I'm not
Yeah,
wasting
yeah.
my time if it's not a 50-50 fight. I'm not doing it.
Man, look. We gonna have to
Oh,
come
I
with the
see.
overhands on your ass at some day. But I
You know,
still
I,
love you.
I
You
I
my
hear what
brother.
he's
I
saying,
love
but
you. I
All right,
love
but
sometimes
you. I
let's go
love
to the
you.
sometimes you want to
shushu.
see
Let's go to the
what the
shushu
up and
fight.
coming young guys are. Like me, like I'm more intrigued by the undercard and the young guys coming up to
And,
see,
and,
if they're going to be worth anything, But
and
that's
you know
just
what's
me,
so
I guess.
funny? With you saying that, I thought to myself earlier today, thinking back on the card, I said, man, we didn't watch Shushu, Xander. You know what I'm saying? We didn't watch Emiliano Vargas. We didn't watch these guys come from um, Rohan Polanco. We done watched them be the young guys coming up, right? Being built by Top Rank, and now they the headliners. They the up and coming stars in the sport, and it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see what they got going on right now. So I don't know. I love all of it. I love all of this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Um.
guess it get down to whether you really a fan of boxing or not. Because as much as we used to talk Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, right? We're not talking Earl Smith and Bud Crawford. We're talking about the young guys now that's coming up and putting on for the sport. I think, man, it's special to watch it and being a part of it. I think that's special.
You right. You right. You got the new generation coming up. But I'm not finna be fooled how y'all be fooled. Oh, he the next one up. He the next one up. He ain't fought nobody. How is he the next one up?
Well,
like I'm not
I'm gonna just be honest.
Like y'all was saying,
You don't think nobody can fight
y'all
it?
was talking about this last night when OG Ohio runs boxes on the panel talking about it last night. How it's not really about who you fought or what have you done. It's really your name. It's your name. And just because you got a big name don't mean you can fight. Just because you don't know that man don't mean that man can't fight.
Agreed.
Like,
I agree with that.
People gotta like just because you a name don't mean anything, bro.
But that's
Don't
why I
mean
watch.
nothing.
That's why I watch so much boxing. I watch so much just to make sure that I think the eye test go a long way for me. I know people tell me the eye test don't mean nothing, but when I can go and watch these young guys getting the smoke, I gotta give them credit. I gotta give credit what credit is due, and I think credit is due for all these guys. You know what I'm saying? The fights that we seen, I was picking knockouts, and they weren't knocking. They didn't get the knockouts, but they still overcame challenges that. And I think all between Xander, Shushu, and Rohan, I think they were all in some of the toughest matches they've been in. I'm okay with that. All I'm saying is give them credit. Give them credit. It ain't always gonna be a knockout, but when you get in there and you putting hands on a motherfucker and you boxing well, boxing very well, I gotta give you credit. So go ahead. I apologize. Y'all know
I mean,
it's okay. No, it's okay. I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion. I mean, I'm not mad at Hot Rod. I would like to try to convince her to look at the young guy, but you like what you like. So I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna try to, force it upon anybody. That you like what you like, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So
All I can say is this, Hot Rod. Sometimes, man, I get what you're doing. But you ain't got to be negative, bro, because this is what the people they want to hear about who fighting, man. That's what we're here to do. If you want to just talk about the future,
what happened in that Quentin Randall fight, man? I thought
the
Randall
Quinn Randall got
beat
Quinn
let's
Randall
talk.
got beat.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
we could go to that. I thought that was gonna be Rohan's toughest fight, and he made it. He made it look pretty easy, in my opinion.
Yeah, Quinn Randall ain't really had nothing. Ain't really have nothing. He tried to put some punches together, but it didn't really have no effect. He was more so talking to Polanco than he was fighting him. I'm like, man, are you going to fight or are you going to talk?
He was there to survive. He was just surviving.
That's all.
That's all he was trying to do was survive.
Damn, Randall a glorified sparring partner.
I don't think he live. To see again live, it didn't look like that. It looked like he just couldn't hurt him. But he was because Randall was talking greasy, man. You could hear him. He was talking.
Nah, he was.
He was talking crazy, man.
He was. But I think he was a little bit frustrated.
Was that pressure too much? Was the pressure too much?
No. Well, I don't think the pressure was too much. I just think he was in there with a young line that was just clearly better than him. I mean, Quentin Randall, he tried to throw punches together, but when he did put a combination together, Polanco had something to answer for it. He hit Polanco a couple of times, and Polanco answered every time he got hit. He answered, and Quentin Randall didn't have an answer for Polanco. Polanco had an answer for Quentin Randall, but Quentin Randall didn't have an answer for him. So Polanco wanted to mix it up, but Quentin Randall wasn't trying to mix it up. He was trying to stay on the outside and trying to use the range that he had. And Polanco, I mean, he was just a step too slow. It was like every time he threw something, Polanco would come over top. And once he realized that he was getting counter every time he threw the jab, he stopped throwing the jab. And he just pretty much was just, okay, I'm not gonna get knocked out. I'm not gonna get knocked out. So it wasn't nothing he can do.
It got a little dirty in there a little bit too. I think he got frustrated. I thought he was complaining a little too much and not, worried about trying to do something to Polanco. But Polanco, got frustrated too as well. And there was a couple shots behind the head or the side of the head. So I got to watch that again. But he was complaining a lot early on, and it looked like he was going to quit at one point. But he
But
finished the fight.
he had to deal with the racist stuff too, man. Don't forget that part.
There was one Dominican yelling really crazy, stupid shit. But that is true. But that doesn't speak for all Dominicans. We did
Yeah.
frontline. We didn't talk about Matias pressing Hitchens yet.
I mean,
Hitchens was there.
Yeah,
no,
he
yeah,
was
he
there.
was there.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna tell you like this, and I heard the OG say earlier today. You're not gonna be able to talk that smack to everybody. Somebody's gonna step out there and say, "Look, I'm not trying to have it." And Matias made it his business to pull up on Tio and Richardson Hitchens. He said, "I'm pulling up on both of y'all," and he smacked Tio. And he said, "You say that again, I'm gonna show you." He smacked Tio. I didn't know that. I didn't know Matias was that much bigger than those guys. He's much bigger than those guys. I understand why they don't want to get a ring with him, and I mean, I
Man, stop
understand.
it, free.
He
Stop.
getting
I'm
money.
just
He
saying,
getting
I
money too,
understand
man.
when you a person that talks a lot, but you really don't back it up, and you get somebody in there that ain't going for all that. You know who the guys that talk to smack to, and who not to talk to smack to. You've been around people that talk smack to everybody, and as soon one dude step up, you like, hey, why you ain't got the same energy? Cause he knows that dude ain't going for that. You go ahead and say that if you want to, you're gonna be laying on your back. And that's what Tio saw with Matias. He got it in Matias' face. He waited till there was people between them for him to say what he gotta say. And Matias said, hold up, just because these dudes is between us don't mean I ain't gonna reach out and touch you. And he smacked Tio, and Tio ain't said nothing since. And then Richardson Hitchens, he pulled up on Richardson Hitchens, and he told him, "Hey, you got the IBF belt. I got the other belt. I mean, I got the WBC belt. You ain't got to worry about the rehydration clause now. Let's go ahead and mix it up." They're not trying to mix it up with Matias. They ain't trying to do it. I think it's going to be better. It's going to end up coming to where Matias and Gary are going to have to fight each other, and then go force these guys to move out of the division.
Hold on, free, real quick. So after the fight, the Pollo Matias fight, they put what's the brother, the UK brother? I ain't real familiar with him. I'm gonna be honest with you. What's his name?
Dalton Smith.
Thank you. They put him in the ring. Matias gonna dog walk this man.
Yeah,
he gonna dog walk.
He gonna dog walk him.
But at the same time, if it comes down to, like you brought up earlier, if it comes down to Richardson or Richardson Hitchens or wait a minute, where the hell is Tio at? He's supposedly the lineal champion. He the lineal champion. How he ain't fighting no damn body?
I told you, dog. He got smacked, and he ain't been around since he got smacked. He got smacked, and you ain't seen Tio since then.
Now he's trying to say that if Turkey wants the fight with him and Shakur, he'll do it because Shakur said he wants to fight Tio.
Man, Turkey already told y'all I'm not dealing with this brother because this brother get out here lying and capping and doing other stuff. I'm not dealing with him. That's what Turkey said.
Turkey said he ain't doing it. But I know Shakur said he wants to fight, but Turkey said he ain't doing it. So it's gonna end up having to be Bob set that fight up in order for that fight to happen. Because Turkey said, I'm not dealing with Tio.
That man, hey, shout out to front line, protected custody. That man is in protected custody right now. And I listened to this man shit on Bob Arum, you know what I'm saying, top rank. Who Tio finna really get a fight with? Y'all tell me. Who he finna really get a fight with?
I don't know. I really don't understand what Tio's motive is and what he wants. And, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just want to ask a question. Is it true that that Matias said he'll give Hitchens $100,000 if he'll sign the contract?
I don't know. I didn't hear that come out.
It was something. I don't know if it was that or he's trying to make a bet with him because Hitchens made the $50,000 bet with Kambosos. He said, if you want, we'll do it for $100,000. I think it was that, or was it to sign the contract? That I'm not sure. What transpired, but they seem to be, respectful. They were clowning and joking, but they were respectful. So.
Hold on, real quick. Let me ask the question. I gotta. If any angle, I'm gonna ask the question. Teofimo Lopez, the quote unquote They say he was undisputed. I don't think he was ever undisputed.
No.
But a lineal champion right now at 40. Who y'all want to see him fight right now? And I want to say, I want to see him fight Antoine. I want to see him fight Antoine first.
All of them. I got Tio smoking them all. Line
What?
them up. Line them up.
What?
Line them up.
I mean,
Man.
I think Tio.
Hold on, Hot Rod. So you got Tio over Antoine Russell.
Ben had that. He beat
Man,
all
what
of
you
them
want?
at
Man, what you
140.
want to? I can't. I don't bet online. I don't bet online. I don't bet online. No.
Matias, yeah. So Matias said he was betting 100,000. Thank you, Frontline. He 100,000 that he'll KO Hitchens. So I mean, listen, man. I like to talk. I want to line it up. I mean, I just want to see the fights. Hopefully they can make it. I don't understand why Tio's not taking these fights, or looking to make a fight. I don't get it. I don't understand where's his mind. I met somebody this weekend. I knew of him because he's a trainer and he's a cut man, Joe Chiambo. And he said, we was talking, he said, I would go on people's podcasts. I don't like to do it, but then people are going to ask me about Tio and I'll never say anything bad about Tio. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, man, I'm loyal to Tio. I've worked with him. He treats me good, whatever. I was like, yeah, I could understand and respect that. And I said, but he's kind of a jerk. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I've never really seen it. He's like the nicest guy in the world around me. And I've seen him with other kids, how he treats them, blah, blah, blah. So I told him what happened when I spoke to him in September at the Michaela Mayer fight, and how he was like, when I came out and I told him, I said, when he was talking, and that was the time when he said, whichever monkey wants a banana, they can get it, something like that, right? He was talking about Crawford and somebody else at the time, and
Abdul Wahid.
Yeah. So when he said that quote, people were asking him. So I came out and said after that was done, I was like, you know what, Tio, man, I give you a lot of credit, man, because you be saying all these crazy things online, but you actually come outside in the fights, you be outside. And then he came out and he said, you know why I do that? You know why I do that? Like real confident. And he's like, everybody's like, put the phones away, no recording, whatever. Because he was about to say something crazy. And he said, you know why I do that? And I was like, yeah, talk to us. What was that? And I felt like he was trying to G-check me a little bit. He was like, because if anything happens to me, anybody doing it to me, then there'll be he put his hand across his throat, like, the kill sign. And that, he said they'll be eliminated. And he said, and their families too. And I was like,
man,
oh,
this nigga ain't no real gangster like that.
Yeah,
Man,
so when I told Joe, he said that. He said that. I said, I swear to God, Joe, I said it. I wouldn't make this up. I don't know why he said it. I don't know if he said it to intimidate me because I kind of questioned him, even though I was kind of giving him props at the same time. I don't know what it was, but I swear to God, he said that. So yeah, so.
People tell you the craziest stuff, man.
Now he John Gotti. Now he the
No,
Godfather.
I will have to agree with Hot Rod. I do think Tio will smoke them because I don't think either one of them can beat him in a race. I think he'll smoke all of them guys. I think he smoke all of them guys in a race. I don't think none of them beat him in a race. But far as a boxing matchup, I think the only person that I think he actually probably will beat is Richardson Hitchens. I don't think he beat Matias, and I think
he lose. I think he lose to Hitchens. I think he lose.
I mean, he might.
Hitchens is not good, though.
Probably beat.
Hitchens is not good.
He can box better than Tio can.
Richardson Hitchens, but I think he loses.
What? Oh,
he's not trying to get no.
I'll say this. He'll beat Matias because Matias will come right to him. Because anybody that come right to Tio, you know how he do when they come right to him. But Hitchens might be tough. And if we ever see Antoine Russell, the one we seen that night versus El Rayo, that'd be tough.
Man, if we see any version of Antoine beats, in my personal opinion, I think Antoine beat all these guys. I think Antoine, he is, and when I say this, I say it respectfully. I think it's easy work for Antoine. Totally. I think he's a much better boxer. He's stronger, a better puncher. More accurate than Tio Hitchens.
We're not talking about Junior, Doug. We're talking about Antoine. We're not talking about Russell.
No, I said Antoine. I literally said Antoine. I didn't say Junior.
He don't do nothing better than Tio. Shout out to he don't got better footwork. He don't got nothing.
Man, you crazy as hell.
He ain't got nothing better.
You ain't watched enough boxing in your life, brother.
He ain't better than Tio. He don't do nothing better than Tio.
He do everything better than Tio.
They fight just better.
Antoine does everything better than
Antoine ain't got shit on Tia
Man, he do everything better than Tia female Lopez.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Hot Rock. Keep in mind, all of a sudden, Tio and May, Antoine is the best friend in the world. They're always together now, so I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I don't think we even get that fight. They both said, "Bro, I'm not fighting him. That's my friend."
Man,
they both said that.
If they said that, I didn't hear it. But if they say that, if they said that, then I'm gonna shit on both of them.
He claims that Antoine is his son's godfather, bro. He got a lot of love.
Who cares, man? Stop, man. I don't know what his friend stuff came in boxing. I don't know when individual you could be friends outside of the sport, but like Mike Tyson said, if you my friend, then let's make some money together. Let's get in the ring.
That's not true though. He didn't fight Riddick Bowe. That's not true. He did not fight Riddick Bowe.
Here we go. Y'all best friends. Y'all don't want to make no money.
That's the main thing we need to do together if we friends.
You know, and that's what who said that when we had him on? Randall Bailey said the same thing. You know what? We're not friends if we don't fight. I don't want to be friends with you. We can't make money together. Randall Bailey said that.
Why not?
So
it don't make sense.
That's the green pin. That could be a main event or co-main on a turkey card. I don't understand why they don't want to fight. I don't get it.
I'm with you, Hot Rod. Because if y'all don't want the smoke, stop all the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear none of that talking that y'all doing. Stop the nonsense.
They be going on vacation together, bro. That's kind of tough, man.
I don't give a damn, man. We can go on vacation as much as you want to, nigga. We need to fight. Going on vacation don't make us money. But when we fight each other, that make us money. What are we talking about?
Oh man,
that's the reason why ain't none of them dudes saying Antoine name.
I think Antoine watched all these dudes.
I think Hot Rod believes in Tio more than Tio believes in himself because they can make the fight. Tio ain't trying to make the fight. Tio, quote unquote, is the A side. He's the one that got to send Antoine the contract. Supposedly. He ain't trying to make the fight.
Hold on. Ain't Top Rank doing? They supposed to be doing business with the PBC now, correct?
Yeah, they are.
I don't think that's confirmed yet, though.
I said supposedly. I said supposedly.
No, they are doing business because if you look at the last couple of cards, you've seen Top Rank and PBC fighters fighting each other. They doing business together.
Well, we want to see the smoke then. We want to see the fight.
They're fighting on the same promotion, the same platform. That's different, but they are doing business together because we done seen multiple PBC fighters fight against top ranked fighters in the last couple of fights that we've seen.
Man, Shakur Stevenson. Hold on. Shakur Stevenson just called this man out, and this man said, "Nope, I don't want that fight." Devin Haney called this man out. He said, "Nope, I don't want this fight." Boots Ennis. He said he wanted the Boots fight. Boots called him. Nope, I don't want that fight.
Boots turned that fight down.
Hey, I'm glad we on the Shakur. Hey, Shakur on dude Wahid status. You saw what he said about 140? Oh no, they too big. I'm gonna stay at 135.
Hold on. Hey, this the same nigga that said that he wanted to fight Conor Benn. He wanted to fight Conor Benn at 47.
He on some Tank Davis stuff, man.
Man, that's some hoe ass shit. Some hoe shit.
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I will say about Abdul did beat two of the welterweight champions. You gotta give him that. Two of the reigning welterweight champions.
You can, OG. You can give him credit. I ain't giving him no credit.
What credit? Hold on. We give him credit for Barrios? The same nigga that pulled punches against Manny Pacquiao. We gonna give him credit for that?
No, we're not gonna forgive him for that. That was his idol, dog. I keep telling you that.
I'm gonna give him
Stop, bro. You can't do this.
Y'all, you can't make this up. You can't make this up.
I give Tank credit for beating Barrios at 140. That ain't got nothing to do with what Barrios doing at 47.
Hold on.
We know you a fan. You a fan.
He said that was his idol. I don't agree with it. But
you just said it.
Man, OG, that don't give him an excuse to pull punches.
Man,
what I'm trying to tell you. I agree with you.
If Doug was playing Carmelo 1-on-1, he would.
I would, man. I'm trying my best to whoop Melo ass. if I get that opportunity, I'm trying my best.
Okay.
Hey, I
Hey,
want to. I want to
man,
talk. I want to. I want. I want
and
to
the
speak on
reason,
the
hold
elephant
on,
in the
real
room.
quick. And the reason I'm trying my best is because it show respect that I gotta try my best to beat you. He probably gonna he'll put hands on me. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the same time, I'm going, man. I got so much love and respect for Melo, nigga. I'm not finna go out there and pull. Man, I ain't pulling a motherfucking thing against his ass.
No, I want. I want to speak on the elephant in the room, and this is going to a fight that we was about to talk about. The elephant in the room is Shushu then came out and spilt the beans and said, Rafael Espinoza, I'm calling you out. Yeah, my
Yeah.
team reached out to you. You ain't got no opponent. My
In
team reached out to
September,
you.
in
Let's make
September,
that fight.
he
Yep.
and he gave the date. He said, "You got a fight coming up in September with no opponent. I'm right here, nigga. I'm right here."
Yeah.
He said,
And
my
I
team
loved
apparently
reached
all of
out to
that.
you.
I
Let's make
loved
that
all of
fight.
that. I
they've been
loved all of
avoiding
that.
they've been avoiding Shushu, and Nick Ball got a contract too, and they didn't want to do it. They wanted to fight somebody else. So two guys, two champions didn't want to fight Shushu. I don't believe he's ranked in the IBF. I think that's Angelo Leo. So I don't think they have him ranked in there. So but yeah, I mean, hopefully that fight is next. I mean, they had Espinoza in the building. Espinoza's never been, in any of Shushu's fights when they were at the Garden. So maybe they'll actually make it happen this time. So, they was there for a reason. Everybody okay here? Everybody just like went silent. But
Is that a
anyway,
top?
let's talk
Is
about
that
this
a
fight
top
because I'm about to
contender?
get
My
off.
bad, my bad. No,
Yeah, I'm
no,
about to
my
get
bad.
out.
I was
Yeah.
on mute. I was
Is
on
that a
mute. My
top
bad, my
contender?
bad. No, I agree with you. I
Who
agree
who who's the
100%.
top contender?
Hold on. I agree 100%
Oh,
that Espinoza, with you being there, you know what I'm saying? Shushu went out his way and pointed at you. He said, "Nah, I want that fight." You know what I'm saying? Man, make that fight happen. Both of y'all on top rank. You know what I'm saying? Make the fight happen. We need to see it. And in my personal opinion, I'm just being honest. I think that leave it on, leave it on. When I think Shushu, I think he put hands on Espinoza, but we got to see it. We got to see it first. And for him to call him out the way he called him out, I loved it because it ain't like he ducking direct. He ain't ducking nothing. I don't think Shushu ducking nothing. I don't know if Espinoza want to fight Shushu like that. Cool boy, where you at?
he don't want to
You
fight
you
either.
you a
Fighting
champion
Shockey and he fighting Foster.
supposedly. I ain't seen no I ain't seen no I ain't seen nothing about it. So
Well,
maybe
So
that
it's not
happened.
official. It's not official.
it's not really official. There's been talks, and I think it was supposed to be on the undercard of another fight. I'm not too sure, but they didn't announce it. So,
Mm.
I
but
want
he's
to
been
see.
chasing. He's called. I'm sorry. He's called for Fulton as well.
No, I ain't got no problem with it. I want to see that fight. All I'm trying to tell you is man, these niggas ain't getting the smoke like the old school fighters used to get the smoke. And it wasn't even difficult at that time for them. It wasn't no size of the streets and none of that
Now
bullshit.
you see why I be complaining. Now you see
I
why.
understand. I understand what you and Hot Rod. You said something. It resonated with me. You said, "Man, y'all got to see this shit. Why I don't get a chance to see it? I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad.
Hey, see, this is the reason
All
why I like the
let me just finish. Let me finish. Free. All I'm saying
hurry up.
is the way you said it, I think that's very accurate because back in the day, it wasn't all this nonsense. It wasn't this. You know what I'm saying? Now we gotta hear about well, hey, we got this, and now the whole promotional shit because of Turkey. Now top ranking PBC say they're doing business together. You know what I'm saying? Well, we should be able to. We should get these fights easily. It should be easy. Go ahead. My apologies, Free.
But see
No, you're
this is
good.
the reason why I like these young guys because these young guys is calling for the smoke. It's the generation before them, the Tank Davis and the Shakur, the Devin, the T.O.s, and those guys that's pretty much the old guys now. They're the old guys now. And Shushu, Abdullah Mason, Xander Zayas, Polanco, those are the young guys. They calling for that smoke. They want to get in there. They're not shying away from you because you got a name and you're a big man in the sport of boxing. No, they want to show that I'm on that level as well. So they going to the smoke. You see, like I said, Shushu called out Espinoza. He said Leo don't want to fight me because he only want to unify the belt. Said Nick Ball didn't want to fight. Cool Boy then moved out of the division. So he like, man, I want all of those guys. And Espinoza, my team reached out to you. Let's make it happen. And we saw they're going the only man at 54, Xander Zayas, called out Bakram. Everybody, I ain't hear not a single person at 54 said they want to fight Bakram except for Xander Zayas. He said, I want that fight now. He ain't got no fight. I want that fight.
The dude that got beat up real bad, Lubin.
I mean, like
no, he didn't say he wanted. I didn't hear Xander say he wanted Lubin.
No, he said
no.
He wanted
Lubin
Bakram.
said he wanted Bakram.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you. Okay. You saying that Lubin was the first person calling Bakram out? That's what
Don't do it, Lubin. You're gonna get beat to death. Don't do
But
it.
I think he's the mandatory. I think he's the number one contender, or he's like one of the top 3 guys in that. But Lubin's looking for a title shot. I don't. I mean, what is Lubin? What else is there for Lubin to do? Yeah,
I take that Lubin versus Xander. What's up with that? I take
but
that.
it depends on the rankings. I don't know where he's ranking at sanctioning body. It all depends on.
I want to see.
Do y'all
Lubin
like
getting whooped, man? Lubin
That's a
gonna
good
get whooped in that fight
too.
That's
a good fight.
I want to see Jaleel Hackett versus Xander. That's what I want to see.
Oh, that's a good one too, OG.
I love that fight.
But where's
I love
Hackett
that
ranked
fight.
at? Is
Hold
Hackett
on. They're not even in the same weight class.
No. Jaleel fighting
They
at
are.
54.
They're
Jaleel
not at
fighting at
150. I'm about to
54.
say you're not at 154.
You forgot that I announced that. I was the first one to announce that and call it, by the way. But you guys go ahead.
Is Hackett ranked? Is Hackett ranked? Can he?
Hold on,
Xander
real
give
quick,
him a shot?
Real quick. Dankfather says that Lubin versus Bakram has been ordered. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that.
I got Bakram beating him to death.
He gonna sleep that man.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet neither. But I mean, if it's ordered, so big. Because Bakram don't have a fight lined up. So, and that's the reason why Xander said, he said it last night. He said, yeah, I see you ain't got you looking for a fight. You ain't got no opponent. I'll take that fight. Go ahead and send me the contract. I'll take that fight. I'll fight you in September. So, I mean, like I said, these young guys, they're not a part of that Floyd Mayweather post-fight energy. They're not worried about if they're going to lose their O or not. They trying to get the smoke. I mean, I ain't seen not one of those guys that we consider part of that new class say they didn't want no smoke with any of the upper level guys right now. They all asking for those fights. And you saw what Abdullah Mason said. He said, I want to fight all of them. They were like, what about this guy that's sitting next to you? He said, yeah, I want him too. He said, yeah, I want him too. So I mean, they all want the smoke. So I like these young guys that's coming up. This is the age. I mean, this is the era of where I came from in the early '80s when these guys was getting in there mixing it up with everybody. They didn't care that they was 25 years old, undefeated.
Yeah. And we needed to happen so my brother Hot Rod can experience what we kind of grew up with. Man, I remember when you call a motherfucker. Excuse my language. When you call somebody out, it's smoke after that. It ain't no ducking. It ain't none of that. If you gonna fight, you gonna fight. And Hot Rod, he done been saying for the longest, man, why I can't get this? Why I can't get what y'all got? And so
that's the reason why Roy got knocked out.
But I think, man, this is the time for it to happen. We starting to see young guys get in the ring with each other. You know what I'm saying? Devin and Junior. We starting to see these type of things. Man, it should continue. So, brother like Hot Rod, because if it don't continue, what's gonna happen is the fights, the game gonna fall off. It's gonna fall off. And we need these individuals to get in the ring with each other at a young age. Who knows? We may be able to get trilogies out of some of these things. People forget that some of the greatest fights that we've seen were trilogy fights.
Hey, OG, I think the difference from today, because I'm way younger than y'all. I think back then men took honor in their word. All you had was your word and your balls. And I think them fighters back then understood that, like, it wasn't no lying going on. You call me out, let's get it on. I think that's the biggest difference from today. These
Yeah,
dudes and the promoters, everybody be lying. They could just say whatever and get clickbait.
yeah. I mean, I think this is. I mean, today is the era of the call out. You're gonna get praised for calling people out. You're not getting praised for getting in the ring with them. You're getting praised for the call out. Ain't nobody.
Man, say that again,
Everybody.
OG Free. Say that again.
Everybody calling people out, but ain't nobody getting in the ring with each other.
Yeah,
You're like, oh,
and
I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna call him out. I'm gonna
that's
call
the new
which
strategy.
one. Which one are you getting in the ring with? Okay, you called out 7 people, but which one of that 7 are you getting? Oh, you getting in the ring with somebody that's not even on the list that you called out?
Facts.
Man, where they do that at?
Yeah. Listen, there's some good points made in the chat and stuff. I know we was going to talk about Shushu. We went back to Xander. I
Hold
just want
on.
to bring up a couple of
Okay.
things. I wouldn't count Lubin out completely in a fight against Bakram. I know you guys, we've seen Lubin get hurt and stopped before, but Lubin's got some new trainers now. He's with a new team. And how good is Bakram really? Like, he looked great
We
against
don't
Tim
know.
Tszyu, but
We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't count Lubin out completely. Yes, Bakram was going to be the favorite and he's be favorite to win, but I'm not going to count Lubin out for an upset. You know what I'm
But
saying? Because we don't know how good Bakram really is. Because look how Tim Tszyu just did, in his second fight with Fundora. So
Man,
I'm
quit,
just
Hold
man,
saying,
on, hold
man,
on, T.
man,
Hold
quit
on.
on the
Bachman,
stool.
hold on. Bachman
but
been beating people dead.
but
Not,
OG,
no,
yeah,
no.
Bachman
it's
been
Hold
only
on,
beating
the
people
only
hold on,
guy
dead.
hold
he's
on,
really
hold on.
fought is Tim
BVO,
Tszyu.
BVO. Name another fighter that Bakram done knocked out like he did
On
Tim
his
Tszyu.
come up.
Name another
They're not
fighter.
notable names, but he still knocked them out.
All right,
let
then.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
so if they not notable names, then we can't get. I mean, we give him credit for what he did against Tim Tszyu, but he not the boogeyman like that. Go in.
People
they
He
they
got to
they
go in
they
there and get
talking
sleep
the
that
about him
smoke.
like
man,
he
man.
see
He got to go in there and get the smoke.
OG Thomas. See,
Yes.
I can rebuttal and with you saying that, okay, Lubin got new coaches. I'm always gonna go with the route of, it don't matter who the coach is. The coach
Okay.
can tell you so much. It's up to the player, up to the man in the ring. It's up to you to make the adjustment. It's up to you to adjust. The coach can tell you all the right shit, but if you ain't got the ability or you can't do it, then I don't put much stock in the coach, because these fighters are in the ring, and at the end of the day, the coach can only tell you so much.
Let
No,
me
and that's fair. That's a very fair point, because
Hey,
sometimes the coach is giving you the right, advice in the corner, but the fighter's just not, doing what the coaches are telling them, or they just can't adjust, and they just can't do it. They just can't do it. The fighter makes better adjustments. I mean, the opponent, makes better adjustments. So that's a very, very fair point. I'm just saying, these are the reasons why I would give him a slight chance to maybe pull off the upset. But at the end of the day, we all going to favor Backroom to win, and we're all going to pick Backroom to win anyway. We're not going to pick. Nobody's going to pick Lubin to win.
can I say this,
let
Dub?
me
Hey,
jump in
Dub,
real
let
quick.
me do this before you go, B3. Let me do this. My man Tommy's on vacation. He's a nice guy. He won't say this, but let me get a thumbnail together and let's finish this party over at Dub Rice House so my man Tommy can enjoy his vacation, man. He's not gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it as a little brother.
I
I
appreciate that,
got
Dub. I wanted to talk a little bit about Shushu, but at the end of the day, guys, I really appreciate everybody's up here and everybody's opinion. Like, I don't shit on anybody's opinion. Maybe we could debate, I could disagree, but I don't shit on anybody's opinion. I think we got a great group of guys that been up here talking their shit, and and that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to give a shout out to everybody. I really wanted to come on here and just talk about what we did yesterday, because BVO came to New York. And and I thought I treated him with great respect, and and
You
I
didn't
thought he
get
had
the
a great
man a chop.
time.
Tommy,
Huh?
you didn't get him a chopped
I
cheese.
didn't get him a top cheese.
You out
You're
of
right.
order. You
But
out
you
of
know
order.
what?
I'm
To be
gonna put this
fair,
part
You
it's
out of
his
order.
fault, because he was supposed to come on Thursday, so we could have had the entire day Friday. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but next time, I'm hoping maybe one day we could do meetups and stuff like that. But like I said,
Well, Tommy, when I come, I don't damn BVO. When I get up there, I want to chop cheese. I'm just telling you the truth. I just want to
hey,
chop. That's
hey,
all. That when I get to New York, we'll do everything else we do.
Doug, you my
I
big
just
brother,
want to
man,
chop
and I
cheese.
love you.
That's it.
But look, give us 10 minutes. The Sports Talk Network will be right back with our star, Varnell Hill. We're gonna let Puerto Rican Tommy go
We
on
can't
his
hear you. We
vacation.
can't hear you, BVO.
yeah,
You can't hear me?
Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, I hear him a little bit, but BBO,
Barely.
before we end the live, give me a second. Before we end the live, B3 just got up here, so I want B3 to cook, and then we can close
No, we'll
out.
be here all night. We'll
Appreciate
be
you,
here all
appreciate you,
night.
Thomas. I just got one question for you, Thomas.
Yeah.
Because you brought up Lubin, his new team, Coach Mike Farrat. What and of course that's the same coach as Berlanga. What were you hearing about Berlanga and Mike Farrat, and kind of what was the reason why Berlanga fought the way he did, the strategy? Did you hear anything about what was happening
No,
with the camp? Anything about Berlanga?
still haven't heard anything. Still haven't heard anything. And the last I checked, Berlanga is now going with the narrative of the gloves because he seemed like he made a post recently of Margarito's raps. So it looks like they're going that route, which I think
Oh
is really
wow.
a bad look. I don't like it at all. I've been trying to get my boy Socrates, who's really close to Mark and Ray. Ray Farrat is the other trainer. That's their brothers, Mark and Ray Farrat, to find out because he was able to talk to them after the Canelo fight. That's how I knew that Berlanga went in there with a little shoulder injury. But he fought way better in that fight, and he looked bigger in that fight that he did in this fight. So I'm waiting for Sock to come back
Yeah.
from DR. He's on vacation, and hopefully he get a touchdown and find out from
If he
Ray.
can come back, if he
Yeah.
can come back.
But I will tell you this, and I don't know if you got to hear what I thought. I didn't like the way Berlinga looked at the weigh-in. I didn't like the way he looked walking into the ring. Watch the walk into the
Yes.
ring and watch when he steps on the apron. So that's just my opinion. He didn't look right. I don't think it has nothing to do with the gloves. Maybe he did.
Hundred
Maybe he had a
percent.
bad hydration. Weight cut. Who knows? But he didn't look like the Berlanga that fought Canelo because the Berlanga that fought Canelo was like 180 pounds or maybe 190. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. So he didn't look like that in this fight. That's all. That's all I'm saying. But I don't want to talk about
I'm
Berlanga
in full
because
agreement.
Berlanga's Berlanga. I just don't want to talk about it because it's upsetting to talk about it. But I'm not going to clown any fighter or
Hey,
punish
look,
any
we can put
fighter
them
and
drops.
and diss any fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, Berlanga said a lot of things that I didn't agree with. The press conference I didn't agree with, and look what happened. So he's got to eat that and he's got to build and come back stronger. So
100%.
whichever route he goes with, it is what it is. So
Not even that,
Appreciate
man.
that, Thomas.
no, no doubt.
If Fat Joe back you, man, you're gonna lose. That's just how it goes, man. When Crack backs you, you're gonna lose, man. But yeah, we're gonna do a thumbnail. We're gonna have some fun, man, over at Dub Right Side, man. We're gonna have cussing, fussing, all that, man.
How
Shout
long
out
you
to
got?
Tommy.
How long you got on it, BB? How long you got on it?
Say it again.
How long you got on it? Because I just go live and act the damn fool anyway. I don't give a damn.
Yo, so what's next for Polanco, man?
Give me hold on. Give me 2 minutes to get you a thumbnail. Then we get right back on.
Hey, we live at 10. We live at 10, y'all.
You
We
use the
live
same
at 10.
thumbnail. You could just use this one. I mean, we're talking about the fights. I didn't see the Clarissa Shields fight, so
Hey,
Oh man, real quick.
For Polanco, man.
I got two things to say real quick. I'm gonna answer your question about Polanco, but with Clarissa Shields, Landy, shout out to New Zealand, man. Shout out to New Zealand. She came out in the first 2 rounds, maybe 3, and literally, I watched her circle the ring before a punch was thrown. I was like, hold on, what is going on? What is going on? And then when she started to engage, she just started getting clipped. She got a hell of a chin, and hey, it's female boxing, so I say that respectfully. Clarissa, she ain't got no real power like that.
Not
She
like
just
the
hey. But she
ain't
put
lying.
hands on her, went to the body. Man, it was easy work. It was an easy day for Clarissa, in my opinion. Outside of a motherfucker circling the ring, man.
But OG, you can't say that. You see how we talk about these other fighters that can't cut off the ring. She can't cut off the ring.
No, well, she ended up cutting the ring off at some point in time, but she won every round in that fight. She won every round.
Basically, saying was that wasn't no fight. That was a farm, man. Like all the forces fight. She ain't got nobody else to fight, man. If you can't bring Layla Ali back from the dead, just go ahead and retire.
Hey, she, with her accomplishments, she fucked up. She should have signed with Jake Paul. Say what y'all want about Jake Paul. Jake don't need boxing. Jake was a known commodity and had money before he laced a pair of gloves up. He didn't need this. And look what he doing for women. She
Well,
fucked up. She
you
fucked
know
up.
that
She
that
would
that
have been recognized. If Jake would have promoted her because with the accomplishments she has, she's supposed to be Serena Williams. And she's not. She's not known
She
like
Gino
Serena.
Williams. She Gino
She's
Williams.
not known like Serena, or she don't make the money like Serena. And look what Serena did in tennis. Dominated the sport. She just did the same thing in this sport, and it doesn't reciprocate. I think she fucked up. She should have signed with Jake Paul, man.
But I tell you what, I don't know if you know this. That was the last fight under contract with Salida. So maybe she has an opportunity to sign with him now. I believe that
Yeah.
was the last fight under contract. So she can still sign with MVP right now for the whatever fight she wants to do next. So
Yeah, crawl back and
But
beg
OG,
for a
isn't
chance.
it too late? Isn't it too late though, OG?
I
No,
don't
no,
no. If you're a
it's
free
not too
agent,
late. If you go back and listen to how she talked about it, uh, she said herself she brought up working with is he Jewish? The brother had
Yeah.
the damn cap on.
Salida,
Yeah,
Salida's
Salida, yeah.
Jewish. Yeah, he was a fighter.
All
Yeah.
right, so she said herself that it ain't necessarily solidified that I'm not gonna resign, but at the same time, the way she was kind of talking, it really seemed like she was, hey, we done dealing with each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seemed like. I don't know if that's true or not, but we got to see what happens.
Well, I'll
Did
tell
she
you
make
this. I
Papoose her
remember
manager?
I was at the press conference after the fights, and somebody asked that about Clarissa to Jake Paul, and he said, I don't mind if the fight makes sense. Then yeah, I don't mind Clarissa signing Clarissa to a fight. I think against Shadaza Green they spoke about because she's under
You
MVP.
talking
So
about Jake?
I don't think the bridge is burned with Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake. They asked him that at the post press fight conference. I don't know if I posted it on my channel. I definitely recorded it. It might be on my channel. If not, I'll post it. But I think somebody definitely asked him about that. And Shadaza Green came up, and then Jake Paul made a smart ass comment saying, "I don't care what anybody says. Amanda Serrano's the GOAT." Like he said that. So I don't totally think the bridge is burned. That's all I'm trying to say.
It
So I think
should
there's
be. It should be. But Jake got a giving heart, man.
You right, OG BVO, because what she said about that man,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get that lady no cheese. I wouldn't break bread with her with nothing. The way she disrespected Jake Paul,
Yeah.
you ain't getting a sin out of me. But I'm not
You see,
interested in that Shadasia Green fight.
you know what it is,
She got
though?
a lucky win against Savannah Marshall. She need to run that back with Marshall, man. She need to run
Everybody
Nah.
and
that.
their mama,
She
everybody
need
and
to
their
run that
mama
back with
called Jake a
Marshall.
farce, though.
Hold on,
You
let me
can't
say
blame
this real
Clarissa.
quick. Let me
Everybody
say
was
this
talking
real
trash
quick.
about Jake.
I'll say this for anybody who don't know. Jehovah's kind, so he might give her a shot, but he shouldn't. But I will say Jehovah's
BVO man,
kind, so
send
he
me the
might.
damn thumbnail so I can move forward with the
Yo, Dub
conversation.
is great. He's like, oh, he
You
can't
going
take
live,
this.
OG? You finna go live?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
about to go live.
Oh
All
yeah,
right,
let's
guys.
do it.
I really appreciate you guys. I'm serious. I mean, I'll try to catch you guys in a little bit, but I'm on vacation. But I
You ain't
appreciate
catching
it. We had a
nobody,
good
man.
time yesterday. That's all I wanted to talk
Hold on.
about.
Where you vacation? Where you at?
I'm home. I haven't left anywhere yet. I'm just saying I'm off for the week, man. I'm trying
Oh,
to,
you gotta go to
get some free
Saratoga,
time, bro.
OG. OG, you gotta
staycation.
go
You
to
got a
Saratoga,
staycation.
man.
It's a
OG,
staycation.
you gotta go to Saratoga, OG. Go bet on them horses, man. What you doing?
I used to bet on horses years ago, but I don't do that
Man.
anymore.
Whatever you do, just remember Tommy don't fly or nothing, so he ain't going too
Jesus
far.
Christ, I can't with this guy. But yeah, I wanted to get on, show BVO. Look what everybody knows what BVO looks like, and him with Abdullah Mason and some pictures and stuff. I appreciate you guys. This has been great, and I appreciate you guys. This was a dope live. I think everybody made some great points tonight in the chat as well. Appreciate everybody that came through in the chat too. So you guys have a great one. I'm gonna end the stream and do your thing, man. We'll be in touch, man. Salute to you all.
All right,
All right,
Thomas.
OG.
Peace.
Take care.
All right, good night.